there are people perishing during the Shanghai lockdown, and people are suffering, and there will be famine,
yes.
hunger.
Yes.
So as the ambassador of the new federal state of China, how do you go about helping more people, government, or international community to officially and publicly recognize the new federal state of China?
Well, I think if you look at the arc of my own history, I wrote 3 books on the problem, got to work, had the great honor to work with President Trump, and I think the achievement of President Trump with people like myself and Steve Bannon at his side was to dramatically change the public perception of the Chinese Communist Party here in America. I mean, you just in the 4 years of the Trump administration alone, the public opinion went from well below 50% unfavorable to close to 80 or 90 now.
Yeah.
And to me, I mean, it's always sunlight's the best disinfectant, and what Miles Guo, what Steve Bannon does, what you do, what efforts like this does is we shine that sunlight on the fungus that is the Chinese Communist Party, and we are trying to disinfect them. So I just think we just have to keep doing what we're doing. You know, the one that got away from me in the White House is not holding the Chinese Communist Party directly accountable financially and morally and geopolitically going forward. As long as you're asking me, you know, what we need to do, we need to get Trump in the White House. And forgive me, I just want to say something quickly about my new book. It's called Taking Back Trump's America. Taking Back Trump's America. It's on Amazon. I'm asking everybody out there to go visit the Amazon site, read about it, and buy it if you can. Taking Back Trump's America on Amazon. The reason why I mention it here in response to your question is that nothing is going to change under the Biden regime. It will only get worse. And what Taking Back Trump's America, the book, does is lay out the blueprint and battle cry for taking back not only the Trump White House in 2024 for Donald Trump, but also taking back the House of Representatives from the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi in 2022. And that way we get change, political change.
Yeah. And so, Peter, I understand your point of view, and from the standpoint of the new federal state of China, we are apolitical, and we're not interested in the American domestic politics. We like to work with people from all spectrums, you know, whether, I know you were a Democrat before Trump, right? And we like to work with people from all sides, because really taking down the Chinese...
This is really important. This is a great point.
Yeah, and so taking down the Chinese Communist Party should be bipartisan, and because it's a common threat to everyone's, to the U.S. national security, as you just laid out. So taking down the Chinese Communist Party, this is the mission of the new federal state of China, but also works for the best interest of American economical best interest, national security. And so as the ambassador of the new federal state of China, we like to see more work accomplished in the next year. Yeah.
Well, sunshine is the best disinfectant, and between now and the 3rd anniversary, I'm sure that you personally, Miles, Steve Bannon on the War Room, are going to be doing everything that all of us can to continue to get the message out about the new federal state of China and why we need regime change in Beijing.
Yes, absolutely. So when you wrote the book in 2011, The Death by China, you did not know Mao's school. And now, yeah, so now you have known him for several years. Yeah. So what are the things that you have learned from Mao's school that actually changed your perception about the Chinese Communist Party that you didn't previously know when you wrote that book? And if you're going to write a new book about China and Chinese, what would that be?
Well, let me first tell you about my biggest disappointment in this. Okay, I spent an entire day with him in his studio, and he tried to teach me to sing as well as he could and be his accomplished songwriter, and I failed miserably. So I think that was Miles' fault, not mine. Okay. Look, okay, there's chess as a game in America and the world, and there's checkers. And I've often said that here in America, too many of our people are playing checkers in a chess world. Okay, but then there's the game of Go. Yeah. In China, this is what Miles Guo understands. Okay, and so what's great talking to Miles all the time. Is being able to better understand from a cross-cultural standpoint how the Chinese Communist Party minds are working. Because Miles, having lived in that environment and survived in that environment, knows that better than anybody. And as I said, it's like as soon as that virus even broke the news, it's like Miles was all over that, and he had that chessboard, that Go game, completely sussed out. Yeah, I remember Larry Kudlow. He's a National Economic Council advisor. Yeah, I'm sitting there in the White House in February saying, this, partly because I talked to Miles. He's like, hey, this thing's coming at us, right? And Larry's going, there's only 4 cases. And I'm going, dude, don't you understand logarithms and geometric progression? 4 today, 8 tomorrow, 16 today. Yeah, pretty soon you got a pandemic, dude. And so what Miles can teach us here in America is a window into that world in communist China. I think I have a pretty good view based on my world experience and what I know, but it's nothing compared to the master here.
Thank you. Peter, one last question.
Sure.
I know we're running out of time.
Yeah.
The first time I met you is that in Washington, D.C. at the Lincoln Memorial. Yes. You were jogging under the hot sun.
Very slowly,
and now I'm meeting you again, and you look at least 20 years younger. What's your secret of keeping young?
I looked like an old man yesterday. They put me in leg irons, and I took them off, and it felt good to be free again. Brought me right back to life. Yeah. But thank you. Yeah, no, I tell you, 4 years in the White House, the dog years. It takes a bit of its toll. But on the outside now. And maybe it's because I'm the ambassador to the new federal state of China. Who knows? It's like the time of year.
Yeah. So, Peter,
okay. Thank you so much.
It's a great honor and privilege to have you here, especially today.
Yes.
And I think that there are hundreds of millions of Chinese people are watching this live broadcast. You are our ambassador, and we wish you all of the best. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Mao.
Thank you, Keep fighting.
Take down the CCP.
This is it.
Sir, after today, I need a girlfriend. I want a younger for 20 years. How can help me?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Very
all right, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
问一声早熟的麦子哟，为何会变得沉甸甸？
是不是6月的惊雷把你唤醒，又闭上了眼？
问一声哭泣的孩子哟，为何又变得沉默寡言？
是不是青春的广场上，子弹横飞过血红的天？
远去的孩子啊，你在天上能否看见这片大地上的苦难，
重复了一遍又一遍。
长大的孩子啊，已经让全世界看见，共同许下一个心愿，
荡尽红来，让春归人间。
新中国联邦100年，去年我们因爆料革命凝聚在一起，为实现新中国法治、民主和自由而组成喜马拉雅天空之动。
问一声亲爱的战友，为何要记得这一天？因为是我们新的开始，因为往事不再如烟。远去的孩子啊，你在天上能否看见这片大地上的苦难，重复了一遍又一遍。长大的孩子啊，已经让全世界看见，共同许下一个心愿，
荡尽红来，让春归人间。
问一声亲爱的战友，为何要记得这一天？因为是我们新的开始，因为往事不再如烟。问一声亲爱的战友，为何要记得这一天？因为是我们新的开始，因为往事不再如烟。问一声亲爱的战友，为何要记得这一天？
因为是我们新的开始，因为往事不再如烟。
问一声亲爱的战友，为何要记得这一天？因为是
尊敬的战友们好啊！我们今天2周年的新中国联邦纪念，这个直播就到此啊。我们明年这个时候在曼哈顿相见。谢谢战友们，谢谢所有的兄弟姐妹们，我就不一一的说了。现在有皮特纳瓦罗先生给我们大家说，然后有班农先生说，宣布今天的直播结束。谢谢。Peter.
Between now and next year, the 3rd year of the anniversary of the new federal state of China, we have a lot of work to do. I urge you to be strong, stay strong, listen carefully to all the information that Miles Guo and his great network provides you, and we will prevail.
Amen.
Next year, Beijing, take down the CCP!
Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP! Take down the CCP!
沧海一声笑，滔滔列共潮。沧海一声笑，滔滔列共潮。四海英雄聚今朝，苍天笑，拔剑斩红刀，浪沙淘尽怒白霄。整整70年，他把中华人民主义，还让这片土地变得满目疮痍。全世界投毒制造各种生化武器，我去，他答应了人类命运共同体。3代爆料，携手占有新天道，振兴我中华同胞，兴起了灭共浪潮。壮志冲云霄，看那国旗飘飘，别鸟铁岭河道，神州阳光普照。江山笑，血雨遥，谁负谁生出一份笑。风萧萧，人笑险如潮，盘古开天风潮。3年多的爆料，就是黑压死磕，众望实锤，每天都有一点也不嫌多。以美灭共，以共灭共，还得靠我们战友们行动。天佑我中华儿女，共建联邦新中国。黑夜显祖国，照亮东方的眼。我们宏伟的火焰，我准备了3世多年。越过了死亡幽谷，踏上了灭共之路。总有太多雄剑，我主啊，只能虚度。听风笑，收归正道。一周踏浪自逍遥。苍生笑，热血万丈高。仰天长啸，志英豪。战友们豪气穿云霄，寒武相聚在今朝。我挺棒，The voice of the world, sitting behind the people's side. We are real.